Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinyere and today I will be doing something a bit different. Maybe because this one I can sort of resonate with. I won't even say resonate with. I get to hear the stories so very often and it just seems more unbelievable. I just wanted to, come here and share about it. And maybe because I've also gone through infertility myself. It's just a conversation that seems to interest me. Anyway, so if you are familiar with the Nigerian internet space, there's a celebrity by the name Bam Bam. And Bam Bam is from the Big Brother family, yeah. And she recently made a post about how she'd gone to church and a church sister had come out to give a testimony about how she was pregnant for, I think she said about 3 years, 6 months. And how this lady has just, recently put to bed. And is there anything too hard for God to do? If you are waiting, it's your season. And I just got to think, maybe if I haven't gone through infertility myself, I won't be able to understand how pregnancy happens. Or if I haven't carried a child in my own body about, I might not understand the weight or the exhaustion that comes with pregnancy. But I find it very difficult to believe stories like that. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to knock, I'm not trying to say that God is not doing miracles. I mean, he parted the Red Seas and all the great miracles that he had done in the Bible. I mean, if you've ever heard about if you've not heard about cryptic pregnancies, you can just Google about them and I'm sure you get all the information you need. It's literally where, somebody carries, I'm not even say carry a pregnancy, carries a pregnancy in the background for someone else. They inject their patients with with hormones to make them look pregnant. And at the end of, however much long that they have carried these hormones in their system, they hand them, a baby in exchange for money. Because of the desperation of people who are trying to seek the fruit of the womb, these little clinics, and it's always only from Nigeria. Like, if you look at those stories, they're always only from Nigeria. When I was pregnant, I decided to by myself ask the doctor here in the UK who was seeing me at the time, what happens if this pregnancy goes beyond 41, 42 weeks, what will happen? And she was like that at that point the placenta gets to age, it stiffens up, it's difficult for oxygen or nutrients to get to the baby from the mom. And I do know that there are lots of people that believe in this kind of things, but I find it hard to, accept myself. And I've just been going back and forth with people on Instagram and, working myself out. And there was a lady that literally said, oh, that she knows someone. I mean, everybody that I'm talking to there is like, oh, I know somebody that, I know somebody that. There's no documented story, that someone has actually gone through a pregnancy beyond 10 months and carried a child through and actually, came out of a hospital. I'm not even talking about, like, I can believe someone is like 60 years old and she's pregnant. At least these days we have like much older ladies getting pregnant and giving birth to healthy babies. But that whole story of someone going through a pregnancy beyond 10 months, I have not seen any documented story. I have not seen any documented documentary of any lady that has gone through that kind of experience. It's always, oh, I know somebody that lives in, one village somewhere and she had a baby that resembles the husband. Hello, physical resemblance is not conclusive when it comes to, trying to ascertain that someone is someone's child. You have to do a DNA test that gives about 99.9% accuracy for paternity tests. Otherwise, then every other thing that you're talking about, I mean, people get to resemble themselves in this world. I've seen a lot of people who even have like fairer skin than myself that look like myself. And I think one other doctor, in Nigeria just brought up that conversation about cryptic pregnancy, and people are still talking about, oh, you don't believe that God can do this kind of thing. You don't believe that God can actually give someone, the miracle of a baby after 10 months of carrying a pregnancy. My people, first of all, if you've ever carried a pregnancy in your body, then at the 3rd trimester, you realize that the exhaustion that comes with carrying that weight is just unbelievable. I mean, I gave birth to a baby about 4 months ago, and up until now, my spine, my lower back Maybe it's because I'm an older mom now, but my lower back just feels like I gave it to somebody and the person brought it back to me damaged. And if I may ask, why exactly do cesarean sections exist? Because from what I know, when your body goes through pregnancy into 9 months, close to 42 weeks, you know, the doctor will usually suggest, let's go into theater, bring this baby out. There's no reasonable doctor that I have seen tell me that you can carry a pregnancy beyond 42 weeks, which is so difficult for me to believe. I'm trying to wonder, what exactly are these women trying to prove? I mean, you have gone through a pregnancy, you know what exactly your body is supposed to feel like through this month, and you get to this point where you're beginning to carry a load of about 4 kg, and you say you're pregnant into 3 years. What weight are we carrying at that point? Anyways, that's my own thoughts today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this kind of conversations, and if you've actually come across a documented real life story of someone who has gone with pregnancy beyond 10 months and come out with an actual doctor's report that they were pregnant for so time. Yes, if you have that kind of story, please let it be known to the world. Otherwise, then somebody's just giving a testimony somewhere that we're like, excuse me, please be more realistic, because we're tired of this kind of stories. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.